our next change out is the peach vanilla spice, page 125 of the Art of Extract Making. We started it on August 20th. And here we go for change out number 2.
Yes.
Just like the caramel one.
Yeah.
Am I getting it? Did I do good?
Peaches still, because we had our peach extravaganza back in August. And so we've got all these change outs now that kind of we've got to follow through the next few months here.
Yes.
This is the peach vanilla spice. It's got this is a little bit different because we've got cinnamon and vanilla and peaches. Now, we had to make kind of a change when we started this in August. We're supposed to, in our book, it says use overproof rum, but we were not able to find the rum here in Utah that we originally used. It wasn't strong enough for fresh fruit. I think it was 165, was it?
Yeah, and we're looking for something around 160 proof, and it was like 130 proof.
Okay.
That was the problem. And so it was overproof, just not overproof enough.
Yeah, so what we originally used is no longer available here, which happens to us all the time.
All the time. When we just start liking one, right? Like, remember when the Kirk and Sweeney, they had that 23-year, whatever, we tried it, which you don't need a Kirk and Sweeney, but then all of a sudden it just goes away.
Yeah.
They change it all the time.
Yes, and but if it is wonderful with the rum, if you can, was it straw? I think
straw or stro. If I'm STROH, it's 160 proof, which works great for a single change out fresh fruit extract, which means I shouldn't say single change out, just a single add in, no change out fresh fruit extract. The 160 proof is just fine. Does the trick.
Yeah, and I'm curious if any of you have been able to, extract with that, if you found it, because I might have to get my sister to bring some in when she comes to.
Yes, from Arizona. I'm looking, who do we have in our group today that lives down in Arizona? I see one person. I see Teresa's favorite person. She's down in Yuma waving right now. Maybe she can get, exactly. Maybe she can get the straw, because we have a hard time finding it. But when you're able to use that overproof spice rum with the peaches, with the cinnamon, it's even that much better. This one's still going to be great with Everclear, but that much better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you hand me that strainer there?
This one here?
To do with this change out. Yep. All I'm going to do here is I'm going to remove the peaches. I'm going to leave I'm going to remove the cinnamon and the peaches. I want to leave the beans in there, of course, because we want more vanilla flavor. And that's why we are not ready to taste this yet, because we want to wait a full 6 months to let the vanilla kind of catch up to all the other flavors. If I get some vanilla beans out of here, I'll just put them back in.
So you'll recall, but I think it's an important point. We will select in a lot of our recipes how many vanilla beans to use, and that's the telltale. There are some recipes where we want it to be really vanilla forward and we want that vanilla taste to come through. When that's the case, typically what you'll see us do is add, upwards of 1 ounce of vanilla beans for every 8 ounces of alcohol, just like a regular, basic vanilla extract recipe. But we'll let it go for many months to a full year, so we get like real vanilla forward. If we're using vanilla beans as a binder, which we do quite a bit, because you can use a lot of different loud ingredients when you get into like the star anise or the nutmeg or the allspice berries, and they can kind of compete against each other with the cinnamon. And then the addition of a vanilla bean is sort of a binder, and it just blends and smooths out all of those ingredients, so they work together into something that's cohesive and lovely. And so typically when we're using vanilla as a binder, you'll see we'll put like 1 or 2 beans in the extract instead of the full like 1 ounces of beans. And we won't wait as long. It might be like ready in a couple of months or in a month. I think in the case of like the coconut, it's in a month, and we've got 1 bean in there as sort of a binder, as a perfect example. So this is one that is definitely more, we want it to be vanilla forward, because you've got the peach, you've got the cinnamon. Hopefully, if you're lucky enough, you've got some spiced rum in there. And now if you let the vanilla do its thing, it's lovely. And I'm talking while they should be looking at your muddle underneath the camera.
I did it on purpose.
I know.
There's more surface area.
I know. She uses the handle of the muddle to muddle. I don't know if that's muddling.
It is.
Yeah, but here's the thing. After 26 years of marriage, I don't meddle with her muddle.
Yes, he does.
That's the secret. If all any of you want to know, don't meddle with the muddle. So I've learned, I don't meddle with the muddle.
Yes.
There you go. Especially when we're making holiday medley. You never meddle with the muddle when making medley. Try to say that more times. Oh, there we go.
Okay, so I'm just putting some of the vanilla that I took out with the peaches back in. It is vanilla forward, but it doesn't go for 12 months. We want it to catch up to the rest of the ingredients. If you want it to be more flavor, more vanilla, go the full 12 months. But surely you need to be taste testing along the way, because what you think is ready may not be what someone else thinks is ready. And so I would say definitely taste it at 6 months. And if you want more, then you're always, you can always wait.
I know.
Or even taste it before 6 months. I like doing that just because it's kind of a game,
We can't say that enough though. Like taste test, taste test, taste test. If you think it's ready, taste test it. If you don't like where you're at, let it go a little longer. If you love where it's at, start using it. So, you can't taste test too much, and taste testing's fun.
Well, it is, because you can kind of see the process of how the extract, goes each month, how long it's going to take to, each month a little bit,
Yeah.
More flavor, a little more flavor.
Yep.
And just the process of it and how long it takes and what your, preferences are.
Yeah.
Okay, so we can
Put
put
that back in.
We can.
There we go. I'll move this over here.
Look at all.
Oh, it's beautiful. Lots of caviar because we cut those beans open, which we like. We like the specks. Oh, the smell of that is just,
isn't it?
oh my gosh. That's such a beautiful extract. And obviously peach extracts, when you think of peach extracts, we think of peach pie, we think of peach cobbler, we think of fall cooking, right?
Yeah, well, especially when you're putting, the cinnamon in with it. My mom used to make this peach cinnamon jam. And it was the most delicious. She doesn't have the recipe. I don't even think she had when she just made it. And now she has no idea how she made it, and I don't either, but it was so yummy. We put it on our pancakes. Who needs syrup when you have this jam, this
Right.
peach cinnamon jam that is so yummy? So many things that you can do with that peach spice flavor.
Yep. And the peach caramel, same thing. And we'll talk about the peach vanilla. Is that one next? No, we're taste testing that later. We always save taste testing till the end because that's super fun. Okay, so there we go. There's our update. So we'll come back to peach vanilla spice and also in February when we get back to that one. Let's do a quick check-in. How's it doing? We've got maybe still draining. We've got maybe I don't know, an 1/8 of an inch on the bottom of that Chemex, roughly. So still doing its thing. Take some time. But it's coming out lovely, and how the color goes from what it is on top to that beautiful amber on the bottom, just, I don't know, I geek out over it. I think it's fun.